Hello student, myself Nimesh Prabhakar. Welcome to Antenna and Propagation lecture series. In my previous lecture, we discussed about the half wave dipole. That means lambda by 2 dipole. In that lecture, we discussed about the part 1 of half wave dipole antenna. Now, in this lecture, we continue that topic, that means half wave dipole antenna part 2. Now, we discuss about the analysis of the half wave dipole antenna. So we continue that. Now to analyze the half wave dipole, the second step is to find the magnetic field intensity, that means H. So now we find the magnetic field intensity for the half wave dipole antenna. So we have equation like del cross A is equals to B, and we know that B is equals to nu into H from the Maxwell equation. So we have this equation. In the spherical coordinate system, del cross A is equals to 1 upon r square sine theta. Then AR, RA theta, R sine theta, A phi, del by del R, del by del theta, del by del phi, AR, RA theta, R sine theta, A phi, and is equals to nu, and H we divide into coordinate system like r, theta and phi. So here we have write HR, AR plus H theta, A theta plus H phi, A phi. Now we solve this equation. So to solve the del cross A, we require AR, A theta and A phi component. So from AZ in equation number 5, that means in the previous lecture we have derived the equation for the AZ. We obtain this component using figure like AR is equals to AZ cos theta, A theta is equals to minus AZ sin theta, and A phi is equals to 0. So also note that the AZ in equation number 5 is a function of R and theta, that is, it is independent of phi, then every differentiation del by del phi is equals to 0. Now we put this value in our equation. So equation become del cross A is equals to 1 upon r square sine theta, AR, RA theta, R sine theta, and instead of del by del phi we have put here 0. And AZ, that means the A phi component is also 0. So we have write del by del R, AR, del by del theta, R, A theta, and 0, 0. And the right hand side term is at it is like nu HR, AR, H theta, A theta, and H phi, A phi. Now we are expanding the determinant and comparing the coefficient. So we solve this equation. So now we first H phi, like nu into H phi equals to, we can write as 1 upon r square sine theta, and r sine theta in bracket del by del R, R A theta minus del by del theta into AR. So now we solve this equation. So we get 1 upon r del by del R minus R AZ sine theta, and 1 upon r del by del theta AZ cos theta. So here we have just put the value of the AR and A theta. So at the largest distance, the second term will be very small as compared to the first term and can be neglected. So we can neglect the second term at the largest distance. So we neglect the second term. So we get the nu into H pi is equals to 1 upon r del by del R minus R AZ sin theta. So now we substitute the value of the AZ from the equation number 5. So now we put the value. So 1 upon r del by del R and minus R is same, and we have substituted the value of the AZ. So nu I0 e raised to minus jkr upon 2 pi kr bracket cos pi by 2 cos theta upon sin square theta, and sin theta is as it is. So we get this equation, and now we solve the derivation term. So minus nu upon 2 pi I0 kr and cos pi by 2 cos theta upon sin theta is a common term. So now del by del r e raised to minus j kr. So here we take the derivation with respect to the r. So del by del r e raised to minus j kr. So now we solve this equation. So common term is as it is, like minus nu I0 2 pi kr cos pi by 2 cos theta upon sin theta, and the derivation of the e raised to minus j kr is, we know that, minus jk e raised to minus j kr. So finally we get this equation as phi is equals to j I0 2 pi r cos pi by 2 cos theta sin theta e raised to minus j kr. So this is the magnetic field intensity for the phi. Taking mode of the both the side and noting that the e raised to minus jkr is equals to 1. So we get finally h phi is equals to I0 upon 2 pi r bracket cos pi by 2 cos theta upon sin theta, and the unit of the magnetic field intensity is the ampere per meter. So this is a magnetic field intensity. Now third one step to analyze the half wave dipole is the electric field intensity. So we have to find the electric field intensity E. From analysis of infinitesimal dipole, we learned that at the far distance from antenna, the W theta component in a power density expression for W is not required in the analysis. Only WR component is sufficient. This component is obtained by using E theta and H phi component. So we are not interested in ER component, which gives W theta component. So the E theta component can be obtained by using intrinsic impedance as E theta upon S phi is equals to eta. We know that. And the value of the eta for free space is equals to 120 pi. So we can write the E theta is equals to eta into S phi. So we have the equation for the S phi. So now we substitute that equation here. So eta value we have put here is the 120 pi, and S phi equation we have the I0 2 pi r cos pi by 2 cos theta into upon sin theta. So when we solve this equation, we get this, like E theta is equals to 60 I0 upon r into cos pi by 2 cos theta upon sin theta, and the unit for electric field intensity is the volt per meter, like V by M. So this is the equation for the E theta component, electric field intensity. Now we give this equation as a equation number 8. Now power radiated. So power radiated by the half wave dipole we find. So initially we obtain the average power density by using the relation W average is equals to 1 by 2 Re E cross H. So W average is equals to 1 by 2 Re E theta A theta cross, instead of the H we put here from the previous equation, like E theta upon eta upon into A phi. So when we solve this equation, so we get 1 upon 2 eta E theta square into AR. When we multiply coordinate system A theta and this, so we get this equation E theta and A phi, so we get the AR component. Putting the value of E theta from equation number 8. So in previous slide we have discussed the equation of the E theta. So now we substitute that E theta equation here. So W average become 1 upon 2 eta, and E theta value is a 60 square I0 square R square cos square pi by 2 cos theta upon sin square theta into AR. So when we solve this equation, so we get 15 I0 square upon pi R square cos square pi by 2 cos theta upon sin square theta is as it is, and AR, and the unit for W average is the W by meter square. Now we obtain power radiate in the watt by using power radiate is equals to integration W average into ds. Same at is in the Hertzian dipole. So for the spherical coordinate system, we know that the integration becomes the 0 to 2 pi, and second integration becomes the 0 to pi. And we have the value of the W average is the 15 I0 square pi r square cos square pi by 2 cos theta upon sin square theta into AR. And for the ds, we know that the spherical area is the r square sin theta d theta d phi into AR. So now we solve this integration term. So 15 I0 square upon pi is the common. And now we take the integration for the pi. So d phi become the phi, and we have put the limit 0 to 2 pi. And the second integration is a 0 to pi cos square pi by 2 cos theta upon sin theta d theta. So when we solve this, so we get 30 I0 square 0 to pi cos square pi by 2 cos theta sin theta d theta. So we have this integration term, the 60 I0 square 0 to pi by 2 cos square pi by 2 cos theta upon sin theta d theta. So now changing the variable u is equals to cos theta, so we get the du is equals to minus sin theta d theta, or we can write the d theta is equals to minus du upon sin theta. Also limit is also changed, theta becomes 0 to theta is equals to 0, so u become the 1, and theta tends to pi by 2, so u tends to 0. So now we put this assumption, so we get power radiate is equals to 60 I0 square integration 1 to 0 cos square 1 by 2 pi u sin theta minus du into sin upon sin theta. So now we solve this 60 I0 square 0 to 1 cos square 1 by 2 pi u sin square into du. So here the 60 I0 square is same it is, and 0 to 1 cos square 1 by 2 pi u, and instead of the sin square, so we can write the 1 minus u square into du. So we get here 30 I0 square integration 0 to 1 cos square 1 by 2 pi u 1 plus u du plus 0 to 1 cos square 1 by 2 pi u 1 minus u du. We take here for the to solve this integration term. So we have 30 I0 square 0 to 1 sin square 1 by 2 pi u v dv plus 1 by 2, so integration 1 to 2 sin square 1 by 2 pi u pi v into dv. So now combining these two integral, so we get the power radiate is equals to 30 I0 square 0 to 2 sin square 1 by 2 pi u upon v into dv. Now we changing the variable w is equals to pi v, so we get dw is equals to pi into dv. So limit become the v tends to 0 and w tends to 0. So also it changed, v tends to 2 and w tends to 2 pi, or we can also write that dv is equals to dw by pi. So now we put here, so we get the power radiate is equals to 30 I0 square 0 to 2 pi sin square 1 by 2 w by pi dw by pi. So now we solve this equation. So just 30 I0 square is common, 0 to 2 pi and sin square 1 by 2 w, and to simplify this, so we get an upon w into dw. So using the trigonometric identity, we can write 2 sin square theta is equals to 1 minus cos 2 theta. So here we can write the instead of the sin square theta, so power radiate is equals to 15 I0 square 0 to 2 pi 1 minus cos w upon w dw. So we have cos w is equals to 1 minus w square upon 2 pi 1 plus w4 upon 4 pi minus w6 upon 6 plus w8 upon 8 factorial. We can also write this cos w as, so 1 minus cos w upon w we can write as w upon 2 factorial minus w cube upon 4 factorial plus w5 upon 6 factorial up to as it is. So hence we can write, instead of this 1 minus cos w upon w, power radiate is equals to 50 I0 square 0 to 2 pi integration w upon 2 factorial minus w cube upon 4 factorial plus w5 upon 6 factorial minus w7 upon 8 factorial dw. So finally, integral term gives, so power radiate is equals to 15 I0 square when we solve this integral. So w square 2 into 2 factorial minus w4 upon 4 into 4 factorial plus w6 upon 6 into 6 factorial minus w8 upon 8 into 8 factorial up to, now we have put this limit 0 to 2 pi. So when we solve this equation after putting this value, so we get finally power radiate is equals to 36.56 I0 square. So this is the equation for the power radiate. Now from the power radiate, final step is to find the radiation resistance. So the power radiate can also be expressed in terms of the radiation resistance RR. So power radiate is equals to IR ms square into RR. So it's nothing but the I square R. So here we have taken the RMS value of the current. So we can write the I0 upon under root 2 I square into RR. So it's nothing but the 1 by 2 I0 square into RR. So using the equation number 11 and 12, now we compare both equations. So the 1 by 2 I0 square RR is equals to 36.56 I0 square. So we get the value of the radiation resistance is equal to 73 ohm. So this is the radiation resistance value for the half wave dipole antenna. The RR is equal to 73 ohm. So now last we discuss about the directivity for the half wave dipole antenna. So we have the general equation for the directivity D0 is equal to 4 pi U max upon power radiate, where we know that the U max is nothing but the maximum radiation intensity and power radiate is nothing but the radiated power. So first we have to find the U max. So for that we have the W average is equals to 50 I0 square pi r square cos square pi by 2 cos theta upon sin theta. The radiation intensity is related with the W average, using we know that U is equals to R square into W average. So just we here the R square multiply. So R square and the denominator term R square is a cancel. So we get equation 50 I0 square pi cos square pi by 2 cos theta upon sin square theta. And for the maximum value, we know that the intensity is maximum when theta is equals to pi by 2. So here we put the cos theta. So instead of theta, we put here the pi by 2. So we get the maximum value for the U max is equals to 50 I0 square upon pi. So this is the maximum intensity. Now we also have the power radiation equation. P radiate for the lambda by 2 dipole is the 36.56 I0 square. So now we have two value, power radiate and maximum intensity. So we can find the directivity D0 is equals to 4 pi into 15 upon I0 square upon pi upon 36.56 I0 square. So finally we get the directivity D0 is equals to 1.643. So this is the value for the half wave dipole antenna directivity D0. So in this lecture we discuss about the half wave dipole antenna part 2. So in this lecture we have discussed the analysis of the half wave dipole antenna. Thank you.